Hi, I'm Harold Bell for the Legends of Inside Sports. Vashti McKenzie. I remember Vashti McKenzie. Would you believe that Vashti McKenzie and I used to talk sports all the time? At least 5 times a week. Yes, Vashti McKenzie. In 2000, Vashti McKenzie became the first black female bishop to be elected to the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Bishop Vashti McKenzie. Yes, we used to talk sports all the time. If you don't believe me, check this out.
It's 4:31 in the afternoon and time for Inside Sports with Harold Bell on 1340 WYCB.
Thank you very much for that time. Good evening. This evening we're going to be talking about boxing. This coming Saturday, the Muhammad Ali Amateur Boxing Club will take on the Kenya National All-Stars at the Starplex DC Armory at 3 p.m. This outstanding boxing show is sponsored by Pan American World Airways and Muhammad Ali Amateur Sports. This cultural exchange event between the U.S. and Kenya celebrates a historical landmark, marking this the first time an African nation has been invited to compete in America. The Ali team, which is undefeated, they have beaten such opponents as the U.S. Marine Corps, Mexico, Hawaii, and the powerful Joe Frazier team from Philadelphia. I have on the telephone with me now a young man who is the head coach of that outstanding Ali team. He himself was an outstanding amateur and professional fighter. He brings to this team 25 years of fight experience. He was a National Golden Glove champion, Kentucky Golden Glove champion. He turned pro at the tender age of 21. He was the World Boxing Association heavyweight champion from 1968 to 1970. He is also one of the very precious few to ever beat Muhammad Ali as an amateur. I would now like to welcome to Washington, D.C., the one and only Jimmy Ellis. Good evening, Jimmy. How you doing? I'm fine. Jimmy, understand that the Kenya team is an outstanding boxing team, and from all indications, the Kenya team will be a true test for the Ali team. What type of, strength are you looking for from the team?
Well, we're looking for a big thing. The girls come here to train and they're training twice a day and working hard. But, I'm already about to take and been on and come through it all the time. We feel like we're number one, not only in the United States, but around the world. So we're looking for some great bouts, and they got some good fighters, but we're looking for some great fights.
Right. Jimmy, how long have you guys been organized now? How long have you guys been fighting?
Well, we've been in the system now for 3 years with the boxing team.
Uh-huh. Jimmy, understand that you guys had a tragedy, lost one of your young men in that Polish airline accident, and I know that sort of set the team back. How are the guys taking that, and with the Olympics being canceled now, how are they taking the boycott?
Well, we really were sorry that Robinson was on that plane, Chuck Robinson. And it was one thing that was a good help, but it one hand was about 7 on the schedule to go, but he was the only one that caught the plane. But, we all took it hard, and we kind of dedicate this fight and other fights to Chuck Robinson for the greatest he took on the team. But we're going to go against Kenya, and we kind of, with Kenya, Ali told the president that he was going to go over and support the boycott. And Kenya was one of the first African countries to do that. And this is something like we kind of owe them this thing doing this, So it's going to be a good thing for the whole country.
Right. And Jim, come Saturday, I understand this press release that Muhammad Ali will be coming down to root his team on, and I think that would be a big inspiration for the young fighters there at ringside. I know you guys. What will happen after you leave Washington? Where will you travel from here, Jimmy?
Well, we were all back to the Western Regional. We were at the finish. I'm going to go to the Western Regional, and we'll fight. We're not just going to be on Regional Olympics. And then after the guys go to the regionals and they win up, then we go to Atlanta, Georgia, and fight an Olympic trial. And we think after that, we'll be looking forward to pick up like a free Olympic or something like that for the guys to be able to participate. And some of the guys are going after that time in time through.
Right, and that's another question. Since the Olympic boycott, a lot of young professional amateurs now are talking about turning pro and going for the money. It's too bad that they're going to have to miss out on their
That's especially in what he calls for. I think we can stand behind him. But a lot of guys don't go in terms of over. They're going to do good in the polls because they're good amateurs. And you know, we got a lot of good amateurs on the Kenya team. We got a lot of good amateurs on our team. But this is going to be a lot of experience, a lot of years of boxing, and a lot of talent there that they're going to see that night.
Right. Jimmy, thank you very much for participating here on the Inside Sports Report, and I wish you all the luck this coming Saturday at the Army Starplex. I will definitely be there to see what I consider will be an outstanding show.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Okay, now the former heavyweight champion of the world, Jimmy House. Other sports, the Baltimore Orioles took it on the chin again last night, Vashti. They lost their 4th straight game to the New York Yankees, 5-4. The Birds really can't seem to put it together. Also, we got some big basketball coming up tonight. Philadelphia 76ers will take on the Boston Celtics in the Spectrum in Philadelphia. That series now is tied at 1-1. The next 2 games will be played in Philadelphia. Then out on the West Coast, we will see that game at 11:30. The Seattle Supersonics will take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson. That should be a really outstanding game tonight. Also, this coming Sunday, as you know, the Special Olympics are coming up, and they're having Max Happy Day at McDonald's, and I'll be working at McDonald's on George Palmer Highway this coming Sunday around 4 o'clock. So I'll be out there selling hamburgers. So if you're in the area, come by and buy hamburgers from me.
Oh, Harold, are you really going to be doing that? Are you going to have a hat on his hand?
I'm going to have a hat on. I'll probably be eating all the hamburgers myself.
True. And some of the other WYTV personalities are going to be at First and New York Avenue selling hamburgers for the Special Olympics. And we'll see who's going to outsell who. How many quarters we're gonna gather for the Special Olympics and dedicating your Sunday like that. Oh, that's really nice. But the birds are gonna need a whole lot more than Earl Weaver jumping up and down and putting dust on the umpire's shoes this season to get it unloaded.
Well, it's kind of early right now, and actually, the ball players really don't get into the swing until around June, July when it's really hot. And the birds are just cold right now. It's cold weather. And I was watching the game in New York last night. Guys are wrapped all up in blankets and stuff. So, it's affecting both ball clubs. But the birds are cold right now, and I'm quite sure they will get together. One other note, Bash, we were talking about Ruiz yesterday. Young man that came in first place in the Boston Marathon. Right now, they say they do have some film on the marathon, and they say that she's nowhere to be found.
Well, all right. The proof of the pudding. We'll be able to find out. I hope we'll be able to find out real soon. You keep us up to date, right, Harold? Right. Tomorrow at 4:30 on WYTV Inside Sports with Harold Bell.
Okay. How about that? Bishop Vashti McKenzie, talking sports back in the day. We're going to have more from Vashti. We're going to take a break, and I'll be right back. So don't you go anywhere.